speakers on dais, distinguished participant. We have already crossed the limit of our time given to us for this hall. Anyway, in 6 minutes, so my topic is oilseeds and pulses, whether these two crop commodities are the candidate crops for crop diversification in our country. Yes, many of them are leguminous. They symbiotically synthesize nitrogen, provide nitrogen, and they are good for soil health. They provide protein. Pulses are providing protein. Even two oilseeds, groundnut and soybean also have quite substantial amount of protein. That is also essential, like carbohydrate of rice. Pulses, protein and fats of the oilseeds are important. In this slide, you will see everything is increasing. Area also increased 3 times. Production has increased of oilseeds 8 times. And from 23-24 to 24-25, we have increased almost 30 lakh tons in 1 year. Per capita consumption is also increasing. Now we have reached up to 20 kg per capita per annum. The medical recommendation is 11 kg. So we are eating more. Even Honorable Prime Minister time and again regularly requesting that you should reduce at least 10%. So what the introducer introduced me about that the topic that these two commodities are being imported. So this is a matter of concern that our import has also increased, almost 60% we have reached. Another pulses, and JS Pulse is here on the dais, and he is a mission director also, and he is heading one Atmanirbharta in Pulses mission of the Government of India. And here also there has been increase in the area and production, and even in 1 year, and during 23-24 we were about 24.24 million tons of total pulses production, which increased to 25.34, yani 11 lakh tons pulses production increased. Per capita consumption has also increased, which has reached up to 47 grams per day. But our import has also increased to 15%. So whether we are ready, our country is ready with the research and technological support that is required to diversify the rice-based cropping system with oilseeds and pulses. Yes, we have 4 exclusive institutes on oilseeds and 4 additional institutes, those who are also working on oilseeds. So altogether 8 institutes on oilseeds and 5 institutes on pulses. Almost 280 scientists are exclusively working day and night for the basic and strategic research of oilseeds and pulses in the country. If we see, our country is rich in diversity. We have a varied agroecology. Unlike Western countries, they have a similar kind of, but we have temperate, subtropical, tropical, various variety of agroecology. And we required location-specific high-yielding varieties of oilseeds and pulses. That is why ICR has a very important project that is called All India Coordinated Research Project on Oilseeds and Pulses. For almost last 6 decades, almost 543 scientists and 417 technical officers are working at 181 centers in the country in association with the state agriculture universities of this country. What they are doing? So they have been doing for last 6 decades. And here oilseeds milestones I am just referring, but since we are having less time, I will pass it through. That here the first variety, the first breakthrough in any oilseed crop or pulses crop have been given in these. So you will find that some early maturing oilseeds have come. Some first hybrid in 1976, castor. hybrid, GCH3, 1976, first time in the world. So that kind of distinction this group has. Similarly for pulses also we have milestones, several milestones like extra early maturing moonbeam, 52 to 53 days only, less than 2 months. No other country in the world has done so. So these kind of achievements that we have, even essentially derived varieties, suppose some variety is very popular among the farmers and they have now getting attacked by a particular disease, but that variety is very popular. So then we make some changes only for that disease, rest other things remain the same, and we call it essentially derived varieties. And we have chickpeas, two important varieties that has come for wilt resistance, drought resistance. So we have made technological breakthrough in terms of higher yield, earliness and maturity, so that it can go into any cropping system, then photothermo insensitivity, so that it can cultivate across the 3 seasons, then it should be amenable to mechanical harvesting. That kind of plant structure is to be developed. Then value addition is important, its wild quality is important, then pulses, then tolerance to disease and pests. These are also the breakthrough aspects and essentially derived varieties. So if we see the last 11 years, how many varieties that we have developed for different parts of the country, you will find that oilseeds we have 432 for 15 oilseed crops, and for 14 pulses we have 467 high-yielding varieties. Crop-wise distribution has been given, and traits of our interest for developing these varieties are the 3: yield, it should be higher yielder, then it should have a climate resilience, high temperature, less water, drought, and quality of oil and quality of pulses. Many times people talk that our country has very low productivity. In this particular slide I have come with our productivity in India, world's average productivity in the second, third column, and then we have the states which are having higher productivity than the world. There are several examples. All these varieties reach to the farmers through a kind of value seed chain. So that seed chain, we are the provider mandated for providing the breeder seeds of each variety that will be converted and then that is distributed. So here we have made sufficient contributions in production of breeder seed. We are also conducting frontline demonstrations when a new technology or varieties are developed. They are being demonstrated at the farmers' field by the scientists themselves to assess it at a small scale. And we have found that almost 40% yield gap between our technology, scientific technology, and the farmers' technology. There is a yield gap of almost 40% in oilseeds and 35% in pulses. So what is strategy we are suggesting? Vertical, increasing the yield, and horizontal. Horizontal means increasing the area of these two crop commodities can be helpful in increasing our domestic production and reducing our import. First aspect is varietal. New variety must come into the seed chain, and you will find out that we have made enormous improvement in last 6-7 years, and even in pulses, 99% varieties are of less than 10 years old. So 5 years old, 57-58% varieties are less than 5 years old. So these new varieties have come in the seed chain. Similarly, for seed replacement, every year new seeds should be used by the farmers. There also we are very much, particularly the 2 departments of Ministry of Agriculture, we are improving it, and you will see the clear distinction. And how to ensure sufficient quality of good seed, sufficient quality seeds of improved varieties. We have made certain recommendations, and particularly that each and every state of the country should have a rolling plan for the seed. So they must plan in advance for 4-5 years. Then we will be able to provide them sufficient quantity of breeder seeds, and all the seed production aspects, marketing aspect, should be monitored centrally, and Sati is one portal that we have developed, the ministry has developed, and we are mapping each and every producer at each and every seed stage so that the quality is maintained. Then, besides variety, important aspects are management of secondary and micronutrients, because mostly we give the major nutrients like N, P and K, nitrogen, phosphorus and potash, but the secondary nutrients are now playing important role, and we must look into these aspects, so that kind of interventions are required. Then another aspect, that area expansion to increase the production, and we have the pulses and oilseeds combination intercropping, then cereals intercropping with oilseeds, then cash crops intercropping with oilseeds, particularly sugarcane. It is intercropping with 3 oilseeds, all 3 major oilseeds, groundnut, mustard and soybean. So all these things are important. Oilseeds also intercrop with, intercropping is what? Utilizing the space vacant in between the 2 rows of a particular crop, suppose sugarcane, that space is to be utilized by the oilseeds and pulses. Then area expansion by pulses and different diversification, intensification, and then new niches. Rice fallow is new niche where we can go, both these crop commodities can go and give the country production. So new research efforts, what we are making, a few couple of slides. I want to reassure all of you and through you to the country that we are very much alert, and we are looking ahead with new research like genome editing. Genome editing, that is most important project at hand presently for oilseeds and pulses, and we have identified the traits. Speed breeding platform for generation advancement. Earlier, one season, suppose Kharif season, we have some selection in this season, but we will have to wait till next year Kharif. No, with speed breeding facility, we can have 3-4 seasons in 1 year. So development of variety will be very quick, very fast, 2 minutes. And then consortia research platform for hybrid development, then import of new germplasm. Because many countries have good germplasm and varieties and hybrids, we want to import them, we want to test them here. If that is okay, we will introduce them in our system. And mission on high yielding seed has also come this year. Here I want to request particularly to the press and media, here the thing is genome editing, it is not transgenics. We should not confuse. In transgenics, we bring foreign gene. But in genome editing, the native genes are edited. So something is done within the system, not foreign genes are added. So no confusion should be there that so many things are being done, genome editing, what genome editing. And so these are the oilseeds and pulses crops I have enumerated in the second column, and you will see the target traits we have particularly for yield, disease-based resistance, quality. All these are our priority traits for the genome editing, and very quickly, and we have that facility of speed breeding also, so very quickly we will be able to give you good variety, high-yielding variety, disease tolerance and resistance variety. Even as I told you that we are importing also. So a few times ago, during the last 3 years, 11,279 germplasm have been imported for different oilseed crops, 136 for pulses from different countries, and we are ready with another lot of import from the foreign countries. So policy support, after all, everything is decided by the policy. So these 2 crops, which is a very potential crop for crop diversification, country needs also because we are importing, so we will have to give due importance to whatever agenda or issues that is lying for these 2 crops, particularly the ecological zone planning for the appropriate crop selection, and then credit, insurance, MSP, procurement, all these things are required by these crops also. These are poor man's crop. If a farmer has irrigation, he will not go to pulses and oilseeds, he will go to wheat. he will go to rice. Why? If you have irrigation, this crop also requires water. At least 1 or 2 irrigation is essential. But if he has 2 irrigation, he will go to wheat. Why? So that kind of support is required. And these crops are potential, very much a protein and fat source for our diet, daily diet, and we are deficient. So these are the aspects. Thank you very much. And my mobile number is here. If anybody